Over 1,500 years ago, refugees fleeing barbarian invasions escaped into a swampy lagoon off the coast of Italy. There was no solid ground, no fertile land, no protection. Only mud, water, and desperation. Yet against all logic, they decided to build a city there. They drove millions of wooden poles deep into the soft ground, hammering them until they reached solid clay. On top of these poles, they laid stone foundations. Slowly, impossibly, Venice rose from the water. For centuries, it thrived. Venice became one of the richest and most powerful cities on Earth. Its ships controlled trade between Europe and the East. Gold, silk, spices, and secrets flowed through its canals. Venetian merchants were feared, admired, and envied. The city was ruled not by kings, but by clever politicians and shadowy councils that controlled power behind closed doors. But Venice was always living on borrowed time. The very poles that held the city up were slowly decaying. Salt water crept into the foundations. The lagoon that once protected Venice began to betray it. As trade routes shifted and empires rose elsewhere, Venice's wealth faded, but its buildings remained. Then the water started rising. Every year, the floods came higher. Streets disappeared. Churches filled with seawater. Homes became unlivable. Residents left quietly, generation by generation. The city that once held over 150,000 people now holds fewer than 50,000 permanent residents. Venice did not fall in a war. It did not burn. It did not collapse overnight. It is slowly drowning. Some say Venice is already dead. What remains is a beautiful shell, preserved for tourists, floating on the memory of its former greatness. A city that conquered the seas is now being consumed by them. Venice's story is not just history. It is a warning. That wealth cannot stop nature. That power cannot defeat time. And that even the most beautiful civilizations can slowly sink, without anyone noticing.